Welcome to the Acumatica EDI Integration video provided by Services SIPD. Today, we will be surveying the Acumatica EDI Integration module and show you how simple it is to process EDI directly in your Acumatica ERP system. As you can see, the EDI integration is built into your Acumatica, allowing ease of access and without having to rely on a third-party application. We will first go over the EDI configuration. The General Setting tabs allows you to configure how you send and receive EDI file as well as your provider. The Tax Mapping tab allows you to map your Acumatica taxes to an EDI code, and the same goes for FOB point mapping. To configure your customer mapping, you need to go under Maintenance and then go to Customer. This is where you will configure everything about your customer for the EDI mapping to take place. You can configure the file standard, price mode, partner number, billing address ID, and all the locations and their respective shipping ID. Under the Sales Order Configuration tab, you can set different options such as Send PO Acknowledgement for the 855 documents, Old Order on Entry, and plenty of others. Let us now import our first order. Over here, we have a View File button allowing us to preview the EDI file in its raw form directly from inside Acumatica. We also have a View Document, which will allow us to link directly to the documents once it's imported and tell us otherwise. Let's select the document to import and process. Acumatica will validate in real time if the document encounters an error or a warning, and as we can see here, it tells us our PO number was already used on another order, and that there's also a price mismatch. Now, we can use the View Document button, which opens our order. We can now verify that everything was imported correctly. As we can see here, we have an unorder note that was added by the customer. And here are two line notes that were sent by the customer or were the result of a warning during importation. We can then process our order as per usual by creating the shipment. Once the shipment has been confirmed, we can now prepare the invoice to be sent through EDI. Once we have validated that everything on the invoice is correct, we can now release the invoice so that the invoice can be flagged for EDI processing. We can now go back to our EDI module inside Acumatica to process our invoice. We can now select each invoice individually. You can also identify on this screen which invoice you would like to ignore sending for EDI processing. We can now select our invoice to process and hit Send Selected to have Acumatica do the rest. This is what Acumatica's EDI integration is all about.